Welcome back, guys. It feels like it's been a year, but it's only been like a month. What's new? What's going on? What's tea? Put me on. For myself, a lot has changed. We're gonna get into the deets further in the video, but a lot has changed and I'm finally feeling grounded enough to come up on here and just talk my shit for a second or two. I rested enough, I transitioned enough to be able to just come up on here and spill some tea myself. So first things first, I am in a new environment, total new state. Your girl moved back to Florida. And yes, I said back because this is not my first rodeo.
I am not in NYC anymore. I am in Florida, baby. I actually touched down yesterday night.
I promise I'm not losing my mind. I just know at the time I just wasn't ready. I did not know how to drive. I ain't have no job. And coming from New York, moving to Florida, the pay rate is totally different. So I just wasn't in the right state of mind. I came to Florida in 2019 in August thinking I was gonna like stay here, right? Nah, I'm lying. I came in July. I left literally exactly a month later. I left. And I was like, okay. At that time, it was really facing the fear. It's still facing the fear for me because it's like I'm leaving my total comfort zone. Like I was born, raised in Brooklyn, New York. Like that is my home, you know? So I couldn't really see myself anywhere outside of New York for so long. And I wasn't in no way like feeling like just tied to there. It's just like all I knew. So not being able to drive and not having any like thing to respond, to support myself. Hell no, I couldn't. I was like, oh, let me go back home. Went back home and we found ourselves here again. Okay, so we could just go right into what caused this move for the second time. I'm not gonna put it all on my breakup. It's crazy because I was contemplating on whether I should talk about it. I'm not gonna go into like a lot of details, but I did invite my ex-partner on here. We did some vlogs. It was really fun. We traveled. Yeah, he was on here at some point, so I feel like it's only right that you share the fact that we're no longer together. And when it comes to that, honestly, I knew in my heart of all hearts, like I knew if I stayed in that connection, I was gonna be doing it out of survival. Ooh, confirmation. I was gonna be doing it out of survival, and meaning like he's a great person, right? Both of us, great people. Everybody has their things that just doesn't make them perfect. Nobody's perfect, but then there's just certain values that I knew that I carried and that I needed my partner to reflect that back to me, and we both agreed it wasn't the time. And breakups are so it's so, and I'm gonna put human design in everything that I talk about, of course. As a 3-line, I have grown to learn that my energy, I'm built to create bonds and not destroy them, but to cut ties when it's time, and I felt like it was time. I knew that staying wouldn't have been the best thing for both of us, and I wish him well. I honestly do. I wish anyone that I created time with, like I would never come on here and like bash the people that I've experienced great times with at one point. Never. Definitely wish him well, and cheers to just moving forward, moving on, and moving on without holding on to resentment, hate, anger. And like even if you feel that, allow yourself to feel through it without projecting on the other person and just living your life. Like I'm all for living your life. So yes, that was a part of the reason I was living with my partner at the time, and I just thought it was the perfect time to, that breaking up itself is such a big change, and I felt like it was a perfect time to just add on more change, just add on more change, add on more to the change. Like, not to sound dramatic, but like literally this whole thing happened in a month. Like, I made the decision and within a month I'm here. I'm in Florida. I'm finally in a space where I could work anywhere, and I'm finally in a space where I could drive. Listen, don't judge, because if you know, if you're from New York, like, we're spoiled by the MTA. Okay, even if you don't like it, it's very convenient, and having a car isn't always it's convenient, but in some cities it could become a hassle. So, and on top of that, I'm not even gonna act like I just wasn't a scaredy cat. And that I'm driving, I understand why I was clutching my pearls in the beginning, because what? Like, you have to be on your shit, okay? You have to pay attention when you're driving. Like, I don't play nothing. I don't play that. I do not play fooling around with driving. I probably never will, because I don't play with my life. Yeah, now your girl's driving. Your girl can support herself. And I just thought it was just perfect opportunity. I feel like at the moment, NYC doesn't have anything for me at the moment. I just feel like I've experienced the years the same. The days are the same. Tired of the winter, tired of the cold, the weather. Just feel like we be getting robbed of the summer. I just, it was so many things. I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna make Florida my end all be all. It doesn't have to be, but it could be a start. So yeah, cheers to just get out your comfort zone and like literally just doing it anyway, doing it scared. Oh, there's cheers. They're out there firing fireworks. Did I mention that I'm filming this on Christmas? Like, I'm literally filming this on Christmas. If you celebrate it, you celebrate it. I hope you had a great time. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Yeah, like, cheers to doing it anyway, doing it scared, just doing the damn thing. And if you have experience picking up and just going to a total new environment, please share your experience with us. Share with the class. Would love to hear your experience. Since being here, I just been working on getting grounded and just getting settled and creating my ambiance, especially after the transition I had went through. And I just felt like literally from me preparing to get here to me being here, it just felt like time didn't occur to me. Like, I just felt like I was running off of adrenaline. So I really needed that moment to just sit, and I'm so happy I took it, because now I feel like I could flow and talk so clearly right now, because I took that time and that moment to just, you know how much effort it takes to move your things. It doesn't matter how many things you have, to just move, especially across state. Like, I pat myself on the back for that, all while still making time for work, making time for myself, and getting all the things, all the necessities here, mind you. Yeah, I'll pat myself on the back. So if you did that too, pat yourself on the back too. But since being here, I've been thinking about, environment. We could get briefly into the environment in human design. Like, for example, I have a mountains environment, and I know that I require, if I'm not in an elevated space, like whether it's in like a penthouse on the freaking 12th floor or like the last floor of a building, on a rooftop, literally in the mountains, or just away from all the chaos for a bit, I need that. I require that. So I realized that I am moving out of a space that required so much pressure for my physical energy that cannot contain it, more into a place where it's more slower and softer, and I could do things with more ease without feeling like I'm constantly chasing time. And I'm seeing the differences. Like, I've seen it before, because I've always traveled to Florida, so I'm always seeing it and feeling it. But like, now that I'm like permanently here, it's like, wow, you know, your environment really does matter. And I really do advise everybody to look into their environment more to see what your energy requires. You're probably thinking something is off with you whole time. It's your environment. Like, here are the ways where you could realize whether your environment is really like messing with you, right? Let's say you're doing everything. You're following all the steps. You're on your routine. You're doing what you got to do. And for some reason, you just don't feel fulfilled or content. You don't feel your most brightest, most energetic self. You feel sluggish, you feel unmotivated, you feel uninspired. Those are the signs, you know, along with, because I do believe your environment does bring on certain circumstances. That's the universe way of showing you like, okay, it's time for you to go. Like, there'll be like little just inconveniences, people that just an inconvenience, you know. These are the signs. And if you don't know your environment, check yours, because you could literally change things around. I really believe that our environment is such an important thing to focus on, because it influences how we use our energy. You know, now that I'm here compared to when I was in New York, I want to wake up and get my things together. And I'm no longer sitting in the bed with my mind running full of anxiety, trying to contemplate my whole day in like 5 minutes. I feel more grounded here, you know, and that's how I'm able to tell. Speaking of environment, let's just say, because this is something I had to do. I couldn't just move right away. Let's say that you're in an environment that you already know sucks. You can't stand. Following your specific environment and looking into like what you require, you could create that. There are times where like, this is a good example. Me being a mountain environment, right? And me requiring elevation and being away from the chaos. I was on the lowest floor. I was living in the lowest floor, like basement. I was living in the basement for at least a year, I think. A year and a couple of months. Like, that is the total opposite of what my energy requires. I witnessed my spark fade away. I witnessed myself like fighting something that I couldn't really fight, because as long as I was in that space, even energetically, it's like I couldn't see myself getting to where I needed to be. And I just remember when I said, you know what, let me just get creative, right? Like, sign up for a gym that I was able to feel free in and have that mountains perspective there. Went to rooftops, went to parks, so I could see more of the openness and the sky and the trees to give me that mountains feel. Like, these were things, even when I'm in the house, like creating the ambiance in the way that gave me that feel. Now, I just believe those things are short-term tools you could use in the meantime while you're trying to get out, but eventually you're gonna have to get out. Like, eventually, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, you have to get out, and that's what I did. So since being here, I've also, with the fact that I don't have any friends out here, I don't know too much people out here. It's just my grandma and some of my relatives. I'm no longer like as distracted. Like, so it's just me. Everything is me. So I've been so focused into like just myself, self-development, reading, researching, studying, into my self-care, into my skincare routine, my hair care, like just diving further into that, right? And, you know, I see the results. I see the results of that, and I feel the results of that. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. My current focus is just to keep buckling down on just my routines and looking at what I like and what I don't like. I'm doing me. I'm freshly single. I can't believe I put myself back out in the streets after I literally was just out there. I know what the streets look like. So I'm in no rush to even play in the streets, okay? I'm just really just focused on me and my healing, my growth, expansion, and I'm so happy to bring you guys along. I feel like maybe I should just do some some like vlogging and take you on the journey and the things that I'm experiencing here, especially as I get more social and meet people. Hey, if y'all are in Florida, link me. You know, if you feel my vibe, if you like my vibe, just link me. I'll be ready to come out soon. So I'm just telling you guys ahead of time. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Where are you forcing yourself to function in an environment that you know is not fit for you? Because I feel like some of us feel like we have to do more, right? We got to do more. We got to work more. We got to put more effort. When all it really takes is shifting the environment. Just saying. So let me know in the comments below. Feel free to hit me. I'm here, guys. If you would like to do a one-on-one private session with me, you know where to find me. If you would like to come on my channel as a guest so we could do a live reading, a brief live reading of your human design chart, you know where to find that form as well. They're all in the description box below. Thank you guys for joining me, and I look forward to growth, expansion, love, all the possibilities that are available out there for all of us. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.